Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is test driving the new Glaminatrix Into The Night palette again with a different eye base on each eye. And then I just yammer a little bit about some of the grandbabies in this weekend, and I'm not entirely sure how much sense any of it makes because I was just playing with makeups and yammering. So hopefully it's okay. Also want to mention my hands have warmed up. In the video, I talk about how I just painted my nails and it's a thermal nail polish. So when it's cold, it's dark blue, and when it's lighter, it's this green shade. Okay, I think that is everything. At the end of the video, I tell you all the things on my face in case you're interested, and I think we should just stop yammering and get into it. I'm about to have a very naked face. Brace yourself. All right, here we go. So I'm not sure what I've said yet because I haven't filmed that part yet, but I'm going to go in with the Glaminatrix Into the Night palette again, and I'm going to do one eye with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas eye base. And then I'm going to use the Sigma eye base on the other eye. I know the Gerard Cosmetics and I love it. And I can't help but think that I didn't use the Sigma primer the right way. So we're going to do that today. And I thought I could just like yammer a little bit and share some of my weekend with you. I had our youngest grandson for a sleepover on Friday night. Actually, we had him in Jackson. And so I spent almost all day Saturday just hanging out with him. And for a long time, I took care of all of the babies, like all day, every day. Who they were going to become was entirely my responsibility, but I don't do that anymore. So now when they're here, it gets to be more fun. I want to be the fun grandmother. I want to say yes to all the things. I do draw the line at some things. But so that was just the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas on my right eye. We're going to use the Sigma on my left. So he had brought a little like DIY craft bag. I think it's a Halloween thing. It was like a black cat with all the things. So we busted out the hot glue gun and we decorated the bits on his little bag. And he was like, I wish we had some sparkles. And I was just like, oh, I got you, boo. Nani has sparkles. I have a bunch of like rhinestones and bits for nail art, which I did my nails this morning. This is a thermal nail polish, so when my hands weren't freezing, from like hair down was green and the tips were blue. It looked very cool, but now my hands are very cold, so we're just getting the one color, so that's a bummer. So anyway, I used a bit of nail glue and we glued some gems onto his little bag, and he thought that was the coolest thing. I'm going to insert some pictures if you want to see. Yeah. What do you think? I like it. Pictures if you want to see. He likes being in my videos and his mom is okay with it, so we'll just include some pictures. And he wanted to do his makeups, so of course we did makeups. He was over one day. I need to find a brush. I'm gonna go in with this Moonlight shade, kind of in my crease. And then I was thinking, I don't know. I really want to use this Bustling shade right there. I think that would be really pretty, especially with the green. Anyway, so he was over and he had to go to his other grandfather's, and he wanted to bring makeup with him because we had run out of time and couldn't do makeups that day. And so I assumed that oh, look at all that fallout. His aunt had makeup. I assumed wrong. You know what they say. So I let him go through and pick out an entire makeup bag of products that he could bring with him to do a full face. And I thought that'd be fun for him and his aunt to do. So he did that and thought it was the coolest thing. He ended up doing his makeups while he was waiting to go, and really just mostly ended up with black all over his face. So this time I was like, I don't think we can do black all over your face, but maybe we can do a little bit of eyeshadow. He was like, and blush on my cheeks and lipstick. And I was like, absolutely, we can definitely do those. I'm gonna go in now with that Bustling shade. So he did his makeups and looked so cute. I, of course, will insert a picture here so you can see. He's adorable. I love, love, love my grandchildren so much. And I think they like me. Ears open, because how awful would that be? I didn't really have much family growing up, or, you know, any, really. So I always wanted family, and I want my grandchildren to want to come over and spend time with us. And they do, and it's so cool. And I don't understand it because we're not exactly fun like I try to be, but like when they come for sleepovers, you know, our bedtime routine is pretty much set in stone, which they claim to not like, but they get the best sleep when they're here. So there's that. Except last time baby Xander had a sleepover, he did not sleep. We were up from 12 to 3, and then on and off from 3 to 5 when I finally was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. He used to sleep through the night when he would have sleepovers, but so we have to pause baby Xander sleepovers until he sleeps through the night, because this Nani cannot handle being up all night. That's too much. I couldn't handle it when I was in my 20s. Anyway, back to cute baby. He wanted to do his nails, which we always do. I think anytime the babies are over, we always do nails. And I have the gel with the UV or LED light. I'm not sure which one it is, but that is amazing for doing the baby's nails, because they, you know, are just not the most patient little humans on the planet. So because it dries immediately and hardens under the light, they can just take off and start playing again. So they really like the gel polish. Okay, I think I'm gonna go in with Nightlife right there on the outer portion. And this is where kind of last time I noticed some not great stuff happening. It was patchy and didn't blend out well. So I'm hoping it was the base I used. In that video, I used the Sigma Eye base, but I'm not sure if I used it the right way. And generally speaking, if something doesn't work out, it's usually something I did. Not necessarily always, but there's a pretty good chance. So, I mean, especially when so many people rave about a product. And I'm oppositional enough to be like, I don't want it if everybody likes it. But I think when it comes to an eye base and someone with similar experiences and lids recommends something, it might be worth paying attention to. So it looks fantastic on the Gerard Cosmetics side. So let's try it on the Sigma side. I used the pink last time and the purple. So I guess I'm using the blue this time. Maybe I'll add a little bit of the purple on the edge. Gosh, I love funky makeup. I mean, that doesn't look patchy at all to me from what I can see. I'm just gonna clean off my brush a little bit, and we're gonna dip into There really isn't a purple. Was it pink? It was pink. You know what, now I can't remember. I had to have used Nightlife on the outer, but that definitely looks more blue. All right, well, we're gonna blend it out with the Neon Lights shade, which is the pink. Seems like I would have named that bright neon green Neon Lights. But what do I know? All right, so I don't know. We're just playing, right? So I think the next sleepover is going to be Leanie. Oh, yesterday morning. Okay, so yesterday morning, Gabby, she's our oldest granddaughter. She was the bonus that came with Dallas's wife, Crystal. She has pretty dark under eyes. And I, of course, was like, she needs sleep and she needs meat and vegetables. And they said they were doing that. So her under eyes aren't getting any better. They're obviously going to talk to her doctor about it, but they were going to the Montshire Museum and Gabby wanted her under eyes to look better. Okay, now this side looks very good. So they asked me if I could help, you know, color correct her under eyes. So I said, of course I will. Not that at 11, that's the most important thing, but she wanted to fix it. And I'm no one to say, oh, you're too whatever to do that. What do we think? Anyway, so she came over and we tried a couple of different things. The first one didn't work, but the second one did. And I was pretty happy about that. I'm gonna go back into Moonlight just to add a bit more in here. And she really liked it. She was very happy with how it looked. So I told her mom she could have the products, you know, so they could do it at home if she wants, and I would show her how to do it. Her mom doesn't use face products. She only uses like eyeshadow and highlighter, I think, but no like foundation, concealer, nothing like that. I'm going to go into Bustling, which is the metallic multi-chrome, but I'm using the fluffy brush as I want to blend it out a little bit. Anyway, I wasn't wearing makeup yesterday morning when Gabby came over and she said, you look like Auntie Karen. And she was like, she your sister? Like she didn't believe it, but we look enough alike that it was possible. And I said, yes, Auntie Karen is my sister. She was like, wow. She said, you guys look so much, you have the same eyes, the same face. She said, not when you're wearing makeup. When you're wearing makeup, you guys look nothing alike. Which I thought was hilarious. Then she's like, but she's like younger than you. And I said, she's 44 and I'm 45. And Gabby was just like, oh, okay. She didn't say anything else, but yeah, I think she thinks I'm much older. Okay, do I love this look? No. Perhaps it'll come together with the rest of my face on and lashes and liner and the whole shebang. So I'm probably gonna just do that off camera real quick, clean up the mess that I clearly made, do my base, and then I'll come back and show you the finished look, see if we like it. And at that point, if the eyeshadows are gonna look weird and yucky on me, it should have happened by then. So I'll see you in a minute. All right, I'm back and this is the finished look. Let me zoom you in real quick for an up close at the eyes. All right, I'm gonna zoom you out and we can talk about what I think and all the things. Okay, so I think with a full face and some crazy blush, I like the look. I ended up taking that bright neon green on the inner corner and I used my Sephora brand eyeliner in the shade Lime Green Matte. I really like this liner formula. I have several colors. It's very, very good. I didn't do lashes. I just went in with some of the telescopic mascara that I've been liking and finished up the eyes like that. I used some of the blue on the outer lower lash line, and then I just used the neon green on the inner portion. My inner corner is the Odin's Eye highlighter in Moon Talk. This is such a fun highlight. It's a duochrome, if I can get it to duo, which I rarely can. I just thought that would complement the lime green matte shadow beautifully. My foundation is a combination of the MAC Studio Radiance Face and Body with some of my Danessa Myricks Nude Color Fix. I really like how this looks. I like how mixing the Danessa Myricks in with other foundations just works out. It's been a hit with the KVD and now the MAC, so that's pretty exciting. My powder is the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. My contour is the Made by Mitchell in Hollow there. I really like this as a contour shade. It's so good. My face highlight is also Odin's Eye, and it is in the shade Pink Star. Again, another duochrome pink to green. I just thought it was appropriate for this look. My blush is the Blend Bunnies. I went in with the shade Mouthwatering all over, like where it's closest to my outer corner of my eye. And then I blended that out with some of the Plump shade. And just, I don't know, I really like it. I like a strong blush as a rule. But I think this is fun with all the bright colors. I really like it. As for the eyeshadow, the mattes blended out much, much, much better on both of these eye bases. I am getting some creasing right out here that I can see, not as much over here. That happens to me a lot because my eyelids are so wrinkly and I've got that major fold that a lot of times not much looks good out there, but everything blended much more nicely and looks a lot better. So that's very cool. I didn't think it was the palette. I assumed it was me. My lip is an old lipstick I got from the Live Glam thing that I used to do. And this is in the shade Cupid. And I just dropped my lip liner, which is Juvia's Place. It's the pink one. Holy moly. And my bronzer is L'Oreal Infallible bronzer in 350 medium. I love this bronzer. If you're new here, I really love this bronzer. And I think that wraps the video up. I ended up kind of liking this look. Let me know if you do. I know it's not necessarily everyday wearable for a lot of people, but I think it's fun and it's something that I'll wear because it's what I do. I like fun, funky makeup and I like neutral makeup, but you know, there's a time and a place, and this is the time and place for this look. So hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.